Hello, Libra. Welcome to your reading. Welcome, 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 welcome. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fine. I hope you guys are doing well. Mm, mm, mm. Today is a good energy day. Today is a really good energy day. Okay. It's a really good energy. Okay. Got my Palo Santos. I did want to go into this moonology. Now, I know the full moon is on the 23rd. Let me make sure. I know the full moon is on the 23rd. That's where it's coming up. And this is a full moon in Scorpio. So I did want to go into the moonology cards. I did a pull, like an energy read yesterday. And it was just amazing. So I went into the moonology for the energy reading. And I was so excited. Okay, so have a couple of announcements for you. The Stand Up Personal is still on sale. Thank you guys for, y'all have really been like showing out. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I have really just been getting these readings out faster than the normal 14-day wait. It's usually been about like 4 to 5 days, really. I've been trying to get it out earlier, but I'm still trying to move with my own energy. And I still have a lot of stuff to do. So thank you guys for all of your support. I love y'all so much. The Stand Up Personal is usually priced at $85 for a 30-minute personal reading, 18-card spread. But now it's on sale, $35 off. So it's on sale for $50. So if you're interested in that, make sure you go to sacredlibra.com and check it out. I also have other readings. Note, this reading is not a phone call reading, okay? The Stand Up Person is not a phone call reading. I only offer one phone call reading, and that's the Deep Personal. And that reading comes with a follow-up reading as well. So that's the only one. This one will just be recorded and sent via email, just like now. All right. Let's see. What do we have? The Moonology deck. I've been getting this energy of like the birds, of wanting to pay attention to the birds. Also this energy of worms too. So I feel like it has something to do with like an early bird, getting up early. You could feel like waking up early. You could feel like you need to get to something a little earlier. You need to be a little bit more productive, a little bit more proactive right now. Also, I don't normally take time to address the people, but I would just say take what resonates and leave what does not. If the reading doesn't resonate with you, it is not your reading. I don't need a comment for you telling me it's not your reading where you can just click on another reading. Okay. All right. Also, I didn't mean to offend anybody about the bad hygiene reading. I have a dark sense of humor, and I laugh at stuff that is just not supposed to be funny. No excuses. I know it's certain health things that makes people, but I was just talking about like regular person not washing their ass. Period. And it was a little funny. Sue me. Um, but yeah. Like I said, this reading may not resonate with you. If it's not your reading, go check your other placements. There's so many other beautiful readings on this platform called YouTube where you'll be able to find your reading. The people who I read for, it be resonating. It be resonating, okay? All right, let's see what's going on with you. First. I'm going to tell you all these signs that's in your energy. And if it's in, I see you showing up here. Have faith in your dreams. Have faith in your dreams. Right now, emotions are running really high. So right now, something is at some type of high energy for you. But first, let's see what signs we have. I'm seeing Pisces for someone. Someone may have a sun, moon, or rising as Pisces. Also with Taurus. Also with Aquarius. Also with Cancer. Also with Leo, Aries, Virgo, and we have Libra here. Like, it's so many different signs here. So for some of you guys, you're dealing with so many different people. I do see, like, for some of you guys, there's a need for you to know that you're going to win. So take action. Like, for some of you guys, you're not taking action because you don't think that you're going to win something. You don't think that something is going to go in your favor when actually it is going to go in your favor. Actually, you get 2 wins. So just take action on it. Believe in yourself a little bit more. Yeah, you can walk through life believing in yourself. I was journaling the other day and I was looking back at my journaling from like 2022. Yeah, I keep all my journals. And I was looking back at some things and laughing and crying and having that moment of, just reflective time with myself. And I was looking at a moment and I was appreciating it. And then it dawned on me, did I appreciate this moment just as much as I'm appreciating it, looking back in it, finding the humor, finding the love, finding the light, and all of those things? Did I really appreciate that moment back when I was in that moment? When I was in that present moment, did I find the love? Did I find the light? Did I just sit with it? Was I grateful? And it was dawning on me that I could do a little bit better with being grateful in my present moment. So I do feel like right now, in your present moment, when it comes to believing in yourself, when it comes to actually thinking about things going in your favor, you can do a whole lot better just doing that. If you were to look back, if you're a journaler and you were to look back at a time and a moment where you were unsure and things actually worked in your favor, and now you can look back at that with compassion. You can look back at it with love. You can look back because you know that something worked out in your favor. So how about we get into this knowing, this inner knowing that all things work out for your favor. All things are for your good. All things are leading you to your desire. All things are trying to lead you to let go of your stuff so you can pick up all of this abundance. Everything in your life, every relationship, every failed relationship, every good time, every cry, every hardship, every windfall of abundance, everything is leading you on your journey. So I do feel like we can become a little bit more grateful in the present moment and find those beautiful things instead of looking back. That's also beautiful when you can look back and find the beautiful things. But I feel like the beauty is in the present. It's in the present moment. That's where the fountain of youth is anyway. There is something that you need to surrender to the divine. Okay, you do have this void course moon. And something is not set in stone yet. Something will not come out of a situation unless you surrender it to the divine. So when I was doing this energy reading and we're back on the same, I see most of the same cards here, but different cards here. We still have the South Node. We still have surrender. We still have this balanced spirituality and practicality, bringing love into the situation, showing the world your true self, and also this win-win situation here. So for some of you guys, you're asking for a lot and you are deserving of a lot. But what you keep holding on to, what the universe needs from you, is your negative stuff. Somebody is holding on to a whole bunch of hurt or a whole bunch of hardship and not understanding that this is just used up energy that can't turn into anything. It can't crystallize into your desires. It can't crystallize into your manifestations. So there's a need for you to surrender something to the divine. And I feel like this surrendering has a lot to do with your perceptions of yourself. This could be for you not believing in yourself or procrastination or something like that. Also, there is this energy where you're getting into this new phase where you're saying goodbye to an old you. And for some of you guys, you could be in a process where things could be shaky because you know you're about to get to some of you guys, the highest version or the best version of yourself scares the shit out of you. Yes, it's you that doesn't procrastinate. Yes, it's you that's more punctual about your time. Yes, it's you that's more serious about your health and what you put in your body. Yes, it's you that's more serious about your boundaries and who you allow access to you. Yes, it is you getting to work. It is you walking into the place and feeling confident. It is you coming into the room and allowing your light to shine. It's not you sitting there and going through life, walking through life on eggshells. Also, there's a need for you to know that nothing is set in stone. I feel like the energy of this reading is somebody feels like it's not going to work out for me, so I might as well not do it. It's going to turn out this way, so I might as well not. Somebody has this type of, whoever you are, I'm happy that you're here so I can change your mind. But whoever you are, it's going to work out for you. Don't give up on yourself. Something is not set in stone. Something is not the end all be all. It just reminds me when, the old folks say, God has the last say. Like, just because someone could have even told you something or someone could have made your mind think that something is not going to work in your favor, it doesn't mean that these things are not going to work in your favor. This is not prophecy. This is not God speaking to this person saying no. Like, they don't have the keys to your future or the keys to the doors that you unlock. So I feel like there's a person who still needs to continue to make a certain type of action because you're going to be blown away. Prepare to be blown away. Okay. Prepare to be blown away. Then we have this balance, spirituality and practicality, the full moon in Pisces. We have time to balance, to breathe out. And then we have expect a powerful change. So this is you kind of becoming one with yourself, honing into your intuition. Someone needs to balance their doing with their being. Yes, you do a lot of things. And yes, you make a lot of accomplishments and you may work hard. But who are you just as is? Just coming back to yourself, like just being. What type of energy are you? What type of aura are you? What is in your being? And are there things that's in your being that needs to be cleaned out? Is there old hurt that you could still be harboring? What is going on? What's happening? Take time to breathe. Become one. Center yourself. For some of you guys, this powerful change that you're waiting for with you, some of you guys could be waiting to get, it's been a lot. I've been watching a lot of girly videos and stuff like discipline, rich era, soft era stuff. Yeah, I watch stuff like that. I know I'm not alone. I know y'all watch some stuff like that too. And it's been this talk about discipline. And some of you guys could definitely be in this state where you feel like you need to be a little bit more disciplined with yourself. And in that disciplinary action, in those disciplinary actions with yourself, you are not like being mean to yourself. A lot of us look at it that way, like, well, let me just have this. But actually what you're doing is you're parenting yourself. You will not, for some of you guys who are parents, you will not allow your child to just eat junk all day. I don't care if it's your child's favorite, whatever. You're going to say, okay, you need a balanced meal. You need balanced meals. You're not going to allow your child they may want to do it all the time. And I know I did this as a child, but they can't wear the princess costume every day. They cannot wear the princess costume every day. Number one, it has to get washed. Has to be a downtime where it can get washed. They can't wear it to school. Some days it's weather where they're not going to be able to wear it. It's about you parenting yourself and nurturing yourself. So I do feel like that there's a person who definitely needs to sit with themselves and definitely needs to like breathe, have silent time, have me time, journaling, meditating, whatever it is. And then you change yourself from the inside out. And that could be new for you. Maybe the way that you change yourself is from the outside in, and you have to do the action and then maybe you'll catch up with it. But now in this phase in your life, Spirit is calling you to change yourself from the inside out. There are things that you need to tend to that's more on the inside of you, okay? And there's going to be a powerful change that this brings. You got this new moon eclipse, so something is about to be huge, and these emotions are running really, really high. It's high, high, high energy. Like something is about to be really, really super. Something can happen once in the blue moon. Something happens for you once in the blue moon, but there's a need for you to hone in. For some of you guys, you don't really believe the practice and like taking time for yourself, taking space for yourself, breathing in and things like that. But it actually does a number because it's a change that you can't see. Sure, you can lift weights every day and gain a little muscle, but think about the muscle and think about the strength that you're gaining if you're praying every day, if you're meditating every day, if you're taking 10 minutes out of each day to just be grateful, if you're saying your affirmations every morning. Think about what that's doing inside of you. You're building a muscle too. Okay. We do have, what do you need to release? That's a question. You can answer that question as the video is going on. So what do you need to release, Libra? Don't let your past hold you back. What from your past is holding you? And this is the core center, is your South Node. So there's a need for you to understand your South Node. Go look up your birth chart. You're going to need the time that you were born, where you were born, then your birth date and all that stuff. And look at your birth chart and see what your South Node is and see what the limitations that South Node puts you in, okay? Because your dreams need a practical plan. And not a practical plan and what I'm going to do in order to make this thing work. So it's basically not a practical plan like saying like, okay, every hour out of each day, I'm going to, answer calls, answer emails. I'm going to create, I'm going to do this. But you need a practical plan of how you're going to pull yourself out of something that's been pulling you from your past. So what are you going to do every single day to pull yourself out of your past? How are you going to pull yourself out? How are you going to get yourself out? How are you going to like break or, transform those negative beliefs? How are you going to create towers within your own life with your own stuff that holds you back? This would be very, very personal. Okay. What are the things that hold you back that has nothing to do with anyone else, that you could possibly tell yourself that actually keep you in that North Node? What story have you been repeating? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? What energy is it like? And then you can make a practical plan of how to get out of that. Whether that could be saying your affirmations, whether that could be working on your confidence. Well, some of you guys, there needs to be working on your throat chakra, expressing yourself, asking for what it is that you need. Maybe you need to practice asking for what it is that you need. Maybe you need to practice letting your light shine. Maybe you need to practice being alone, being with yourself, getting to know yourself a little bit more. So there's some practical plan, like something needs to be set in stone. You got this Taurus energy here. Maybe there's a Taurus that can possibly help you out, or there could be a Taurus that is, some of you guys may have a South Node in Taurus. And there's a need for you to kind of like get some ground yourself. What is something that you can do every day that is intentionally, something that's very, very intentional to pull you to release some of these things from your South Node, from the story, your past that could be holding on to you. All right. You also have Show the World the Real You, full moon in Aquarius, a time for healing. And you have You Are Good Enough, full moon in Virgo. This is you being your authentic self. This is you pouring your love or you pouring your light on everything. Completely everything. All right. For some of you guys, there's love. There's so much love inside of you. There's so much creativity inside of you. There's so much nurture, compassion, strength, all of this thing, wisdom inside of you that the world needs to see. All right, this is a time for healing. You are good enough to take off your mask. Whatever is underneath your mask is good enough. Whatever is underneath your clothes or your guard is definitely good enough for you. All right. There's a personal issue here that reaches resolution, the full moon in Cancer. The energy is gaining momentum. Yes. Energy is running high, and don't let your pride get in the way. So there's a person who would probably like to mend things with you. And right now, you can be at the height of your emotions, and another person can be at the height of their emotions. And this is going to be a time where you may have to take a step back and check yourself. There's some type of pride, there's some type of guard that's being surrounded by you, and you already have this message of showing the world the real you. So could you show a person who wants some type of resolution? If you're still hurt, could you say, I'm still hurt? Instead of being angry, instead of being like, I don't got time, I don't da da da, which you're saying out of your hurt, but you're refusing to show that beautiful light. A lot of us, we don't want to show our light because we don't want to be taken advantage of. We don't want to give the other person satisfaction that they hurt us. We don't want a whole bunch of stuff. But in this energy, it's a time for healing for you. And it's a time for you to heal the past. This is what this healing is, healing the past. So you may be righting wrongs, or there's people that's coming to you that's trying to right wrongs. All right. And we also have the new romantic cycle begins. It's time to take action, and it's a fiery climax approaches. For some of you guys, some of you guys that already counseled yourself out from some type of love relationship, some type of romantic relationship, how you see yourself. Take the necessary action that you've been thinking about taking, because there's going to be a win-win situation when it comes to you in love. Okay. Period. I can't wait to read this full moon. If you hold on to a situation, this is something that you've hurt. There's something that has hurt you. And for some of you guys, you may be going through this energy where you are releasing pain and forgiving and not holding it on, and not making a person, and not punishing a person or punishing yourself any longer, being done, releasing that energy. If you hold on to this energy, nothing comes out of the situation. Just complete nothing. It's just a complete cycle of you staying here. Nothing new, nothing whatever. And there's a personal issue that's trying to reach a resolution. There's an answer that's coming to you. Your conclusions are definitely in reach if you were to let something go. Okay. Also, I'm seeing the same here with your past, with your South Node. Somebody is so prided, or you can be dealing with a person that's so prided, that bothers you, that triggers you. But somebody is so prided over their past. Like they're not willing to even admit that they could have did something wrong, or they could have gotten hurt, or they could have gotten, somebody is completely prided. And why this pride and why this strength have definitely gotten them far, or may have gotten you far, now it's time to do something different. It's a new way of doing things. Some of you guys are in this energy where the energy is gaining momentum, where you are releasing. So you are in the energy where you are giving this past, or you're giving up your past, whatever holds you back from your past, or whatever you need to release. You are surrendering that to the divine. Also, the full moon is definitely going to be really big here. Also, for some of you guys, you could have, in some type of past energy, been angry, been rude, been moody, been a person that you necessarily didn't like, because you probably were hurting, and still nothing set in stone here. For some of you guys, you could have felt like you ruined the relationship because you were stuck in your past, in your South Node. You were stuck in your hurt. You were stuck in your sadness. You were stuck in your sorrow. But there is a resolution that comes, okay? Nothing is yet set in stone. You did not quite ruin. So somebody feels like that they just completely screwed something up, and you did not screw something up. You're human, okay? Whoever is looking at you, they realize that you are human. All right. There could be a relationship. You do have surrender to the divine. A relationship between a Taurus and a Libra here. There is something in the relationship that needs to be released. There's something within a love relationship. Now, In this love relationship, you could be with, they're two Venus beings, okay? So two very beautiful beings. Just an essence, the aura of them is very, very beautiful. Someone is more stable than the other, okay? And another person is just a little bit more, has a little bit more clarity than the other. So while another person can use their muscle, the Libra can definitely use their mind and their intuition and their creativeness, while the Taurus uses its actual like strength, okay? Somebody is very, very strong in a situation. I do feel like there can be something that was really, really strong that happened, or something that could have happened between two people. Both people have completely different strengths. I don't know why I keep saying that, but maybe that's something that the person needs to know, that both people have completely different strengths in different areas. And there's something that happened within a relationship that needs to be surrendered. It needs to be forgiven here, okay? It needs to be forgiven. Water under the bridge, all right? Done. And then we also have somebody is dealing with the Taurus, and somebody could definitely be dealing with the Leo, or both. Something is not set in stone with some type of agreement. These have ties to your past. So there could be a Taurus that has ties to some type of hurt in the past, or a Leo that can have ties to a certain type of hurt in your past. Nothing is set in stone yet. There's something that you could possibly do here to rid yourself of it. You would just have to release your pride. So you would have to open yourself out, become softer. You would have to crack yourself open. However you're going to do that. There's also an open possibility for something to go your way, for something to mirror your true self. Okay, so this is you opening up to the unknown. You don't know what's set in stone yet. You don't know what the universe has in store for you. But the more and more you bring your trueness, your light to the situation, the more and more the universe is going to mirror that light to you, because that's what the universe wants. It wants you and all, it wants all of you. So it wants the most, the authentic you. It wants the you that it knows, okay? We do have balance, spirituality, practicality. Your dreams need a practical plan. So practical by the work that you're doing. This energy is gaining momentum here. So for some of you guys, you're doing really, really good leg work. Like you're really, really hands-on, doing the groundwork, laying the foundations, actually getting up in the morning, actually getting to it. And with the groundwork that you're doing is gaining momentum here as well. So it's gaining a lot of momentum. Now, when you balance that with your meditation practices and honing in on your intuition and prayer and it could be the law of attraction and manifesting and things like that. It's a powerful change. So for some of you guys, you're doing really, really good when it comes to actual the groundwork. So, but someone could possibly need a better spiritual backing, some type of stronger muscle when it comes to spirituality. Also, honing this energy is going to show the world, is you kind of get the strength to show the world your true self, to really step into the world as everything that it is that you are. Like you are extremely powerful. The whole universe needs you. Like you are created, like we are extremely powerful as human beings. And something just mirrors you. It mirrors that. And you'll get to that energy as you start to really strengthen your spiritual practices. Also, there's a time for healing. This is a time for you to heal. With all this past stuff that could possibly be coming up, because the fact that you may need to release it means that something could be coming up to the tip. And it's for it to get released out. So the more and more that you practice, there's a need for you to really, really hone in and practice these spiritual things, whether it is your affirmations, meditations, prayer. It could be reading the Bible. It could be reading the Quran. It could be reading whatever religious book that you're reading. It could be watching what you watch. You know, it could be watching more church. It could be seeing more sermons and things like that, or whatever, reading more nice books or something like that. Spending time with yourself, going on meditative walks. It could be grounding yourself in actual the earth. There's some type of spiritual practice that you do need to adopt, and that you need to become like intentional with. Someone also needs to breathe before they take action. Something's about to take off. Somebody needs to breathe before they take action here. For some of you guys, if you're dealing with an Aquarius or a Leo and things could be a little hot, there's a need for you to breathe. Slow down. You're speaking too fast. If you were to only like slow and speak very, very slowly, I notice when I get upset, I'm speaking really, really fast. I'm trying to do a whole bunch of things. I didn't breathe. I may have this time where I gasp for air and I'm back at it going really, really fast. So yeah, this mouthpiece be going. So I'm going really, really fast and I have to remind myself, breathe, calm down. Now say what you feel. Breathe, calm down. Now say what you, because I have to realize that when I'm going at 100 miles per hour with my mouth, I'm not giving the other person a chance to even listen to me. And then if we pair that with screaming, if you're a screamer, if you had a parent that yelled or something like that, so you may be a screamer, you may be a cusser, okay? I learned that it's just rude to scream and cuss. I said, oh, Lord, I got some work to do. Okay, if you're going to cuss, you might as well say it in a nice tone. If you're going to scream, you might as well not say any curse words. But somebody definitely needs to take a breather. Take a breather, okay, with a situation when you're talking to a person and it's getting heated, especially if you're dealing with an Aquarius, or if you're dealing with a Leo. Breathe and get your true feelings out. Some of the things that I do, like if I know I'm about to have a crazy conversation, I write out what I'm feeling and the points that I want to make. I have a whole thing that I want to say so I won't get sidetracked. My emotions won't get to me and things like that, so I can kind of stay on points and kind of like I would journal it and see what I want to say to a person. If I was to be 100% honest or 100% vulnerable, instead of me wanting to argue or me wanting to be right or me wanting to make a person look wrong, it really, really helps, okay? Also, there is a powerful change. There's a powerful change that's coming in your relationships. There's a powerful change that's balancing you. For some of you guys, taking the necessary action steps, just do everything that you need to do, okay? Do everything that you need to do. Even if you could be second guessing it, even if you feel like that something is not going to work out for you, do it anyway. Do your leg work, okay? And you're going to be really, really surprised by what comes into you. You're going to be really, really surprised of the change that comes, okay? There's also a powerful change because a person believes that they're good enough on the inside. So I do feel like there's something that you definitely need to understand, that you are good enough, that you are worthy. Maybe there's an affirmation that you probably need to say. I am worthy. I am worth it. I am deserving. I am this. Ground yourself in it. And there's something fiery that happens. All right. So I'm going to leave this reading right here. I hope this reading resonates. If it does, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up and make sure you guys are subscribed. I love you guys and I will see you in the next video.